everyone, to This Is It. I'm your man, Kobe Roy, coming back with my man, Phenom 202, our man, Hollywood DA, and we are here talking about Peacemaker. Damn, this was a good series. I loved it. What do you guys think about this show? Ollie, you first, Phenom. What do you guys think about this series?
Oh, you said, Ollie, you first, Phenom. You threw me off. As far as the series go, I mean, overall, the series was straight fire to me. I loved it. It had action. The comedy was off the chain. Every episode, I was laughing. I was laughing tears. I was like, yo, this shit. I mean, basically, it was a comedy to me. Like, of course, it was in that superheroes comic book, whatever range, DC, Marvel. But this was just like a straight up comedy. And I mean, everybody that was in it, all the actors, I'm sure we're getting into them. They came to play, yo.
Yeah, that's what's up. What about you, Phenom? What were your thoughts of this series?
Yo, James Gunn saved the DC franchise, yo.
Shout out to that.
Both me and Corey it's like, you said some real. You said some real.
For real. If you go back and look at Superman, Batman, the Wonder Woman, Aquaman.
Yeah. Second one, first one was good though.
Yeah, first one was good. That second one.
Yeah.
1984.
Yeah. And that's the thing. They went down a darker, more adult path with like Harley Quinn, the animated series. One of the funniest things on TV.
Great.
Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, the potty mouth humor, the over-the-top killing. Yo, I mean, that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? Marvel doesn't do it because Marvel, they have their lane, but they set it up so good so far where they have phases. So you had to follow along. DC couldn't capture that. Yeah. So why not go just completely to the adult lane? Give us Peacemaker, John Cena. As I said before, I said again, what is he to us? He's a national treasure, yo. I told you, John Cena is the man right now, yo. He gonna make a lot of money off of Peacemaker, yo.
He is. I'm not even gonna lie. Man, Phoenix, you said it best. James Gunn has saved the DC universe. I mean, he really has. The guy is written, literally first right out the gate, he saved Suicide Squad because that other shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's not that bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
I said it before. It might be a bad take. I don't give a fuck. The first Suicide, it has some bad moments. It got a little shaky. The first Suicide Squad was not as bad as people say. Go back and watch it and tell me again. You might have gave it a 3 the first time. This time you'll at least give it a 6.
Oh, come on. The two dudes that hate WandaVision like Suicide Squad? What?
Oh, yes.
Y'all hate WandaVision, but y'all like the first Suicide Squad.
To me, that's like saying, yo, you hate motherfucking I Love Lucy, but you like Bad Boys? Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't want to see no black and white motherfucking Leave It to Beaver shit.
Nah.
I'm good. And even when they shifted, they fucked up too many times for me to keep going. I'm sorry, go ahead. WandaVision, the greatest show on earth.
Dumpster juice, yo. Dumpster juice.
Phenom said it best. I love Peacemaker. You're right, man. That type of humor. James Gunn knows what he's doing. He saved Suicide Squad, even though you guys said the first one was good. He clearly saved the DC universe and even set it up where it's actually going in a direction that I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Of course, we're going to tap into that near the end, but I'm all in. James Gunn, yo, he the best, yo. I really love this episode. So we're going to kind of get into this. We've already did episodes 1 through 4. Episode 5, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to look at my notes here. Adebayo actually puts on Peacemaker's helmet and finds out that Myrn is a butterfly. First, let's just get into that because I didn't get a chance to touch on this. What were y'all overall thoughts when you first saw that happen? Adebayo realizing that Myrn was a butterfly and he came after her. What would you guys' overall thoughts of this whole situation? Ali, you go first.
Man, it was crazy. I was like, oh shit, I ain't gonna lie. That was something like normally I don't get surprised with these shows. I was surprised when he turned out to be a butterfly. And then they ended it. I don't know how many episodes we can go, but
let's go. We talking about it all, yo. We talking about it all.
But basically, I was like, oh, he killed it, but then it turns out he didn't kill Adebayo. Shout out to Bam Bam. Bam Adebayo. That's the Heat reference. But either way, she looks much better than Bam. So shout out to you, Adebayo. But either way, though, I was just like, oh, I mean, there was definitely a major twist that I didn't see coming. I'm not familiar with the. You already know I'm not like a comic book. I'm a comic.
No, this is all new material.
Okay.
This butterfly.
Because I was like, I didn't know. Like, I'm not familiar with Burn or anything. So all this shit, I was like, oh. But
this is all new, written for the first time by James Gunn into this comic book series. So this is nothing comic book related at all. This is all new with the butterfly stuff.
So I gotta give it to him, man. I mean, for real, like I said, it's hard to surprise me. Right? Yeah. Most shows I can already be like, they're about to say this. I watched a lot of TV. This, so I was like, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Even though I knew she wasn't dead just because she's Shorty's daughter. I thought it would be more to it. Like she might be tied up. They got to come save her. I thought she was gonna be in the chair. Like, oh shit, why are you doing this? Like, nah. Like Murray was about to cause. So shout out to him.
Yeah. What about you, Phenom? What did you thought when you first realized that?
Yeah, I agree with Ollie. I didn't think he was gonna kill her. I was surprised that she actually went with him so he can explain what his purpose was. Not gonna front. His purpose, he made it seem like, he was legitimate person. Yeah. Like he had his cause was saving Earth. You know what I mean? But how do you trust him after that though? How do you know what he's saying is real after that? But that was a big plot twist.
Yeah, it definitely caught me off guard too. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh snap, he's a butterfly too. Like he was trying to kill butterflies and come find out he was a butterfly. And then he had to try to explain this whole thing about the butterflies he was killing. And that was another plot twist in this that starts to reveal itself, that you have butterflies that are good and bad, and we start realizing that the butterflies that we thought were bad, we thought were actually good, because we thought, okay, he's not trying to kill the senators. Why are we killing the butterflies? And then we thought Mern was bad because he's running after Adebayo. And then we found out later he's not really bad. The butterfly that we thought was good is really the bad butterflies, if they can, quote unquote, be called bad butterflies, because the best villains are the ones that have their own idea what they think is good. But anyway, we'll go off that. But so basically in this episode, the only thing I know that really does majorly happen is you have Peacemaker, Adebayo, and I think really those are the major ones. And I think not Vindicator, what's his name?
Vigilante.
Then they go to like the bottle factory where they find out this is where they're making all the cow's milk, sort of like the honey and stuff.
For real? Oh yeah, see, because we gotta come back on this because I'm a little bit. I mean, we're going back and forth. A few weeks back, the car ride up when they sing the song and shit, like the old music, like that shit was spectacular, yo. Check out our channel. We review all types of music videos from the '80s. So one went up today, Van Halen. But that shit was like them like doing all that. That shit was fire
they were
to me,
jamming out to that rock song on the way.
And I like to see how the camaraderie, came together. Yeah. And they
because Economos started getting more involved with them. They started bringing them into the circle instead of.
I think I had the tattoo. It's like Fifth Street. I don't even know, 5th Street, 8th Street. He was like, he had that tattoo. And then they fought the bear in the episode,
the
right?
Gorilla or something.
The gorilla. Like all that shit was crazy to me. I loved all that shit.
Hold up. So the chainsaw, they wanted to bring the chainsaw, and they said, "Don't bring the chainsaw." Then the chainsaw got brought, and it ended up saving their life.
Yeah, Vigilante was pissed too. Vigilante, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's a lot of psycho motherfuckers in comic books, like across the board. But they just be bad and evil and shit. Like, I mean, Vigilante, I don't know if he's bad or evil, but I will say this: he's probably the most psycho motherfucker I know. Like,
he is.
This dude would just kill anybody. Oh, if you do one thing wrong, don't jaywalk. He'd be like, fucking kill him. Like,
he crazy, yo. But he fits so well in this series because he's so crazy that even Peacemaker be like, dude, you're fucking crazy. Like, for real.
But he's loyal. I think the craziness, he'll do whatever for the team, for the cause. And, it might be more than other people are willing to go. But he'll go.
He was happy as shit. He got that group text. That motherfucker worked now. He was a server at Applebee's or some shit. He got that group text. He's like, oh. Go ahead, Vigilante.
Yeah, but that was a cool thing about seeing in episode 5. You can see where the team is starting to gel, like they're coming more of like a family, you know, like the Economos is coming more into the circle because they're starting to gel on the rock songs, and everybody is having this camaraderie now that you're starting to see, and they're starting to go out on missions now with Adebayo, and of course Adebayo is there with Peacemaker going into the factory, and they're working together trying to figure everything out. And then, of course, now I'm going to skip around. We go to episode 6. Okay, so basically, after all the shit blows up in episode 5, well, I may have skipped around a little too much, but after everything blows up, episode 5, episode 6, one of the major plot twists in episode 6 is that one of the cops start coming after Peacemaker, like, yo, this dude is public enemy number 1. So all the cops start coming after Peacemaker, and in the midst of all the cops coming at Peacemaker, Peacemaker actually has a butterfly in his possession. So the butterfly's name is Goff. I think that's the butterfly's name.
Yep.
Yeah, and the butterfly starts communicating with Peacemaker in some kind of way, saying peace and all this other kind of shit. Peacemaker blowing weed smoke into the jar, making sure it's all cool and whatnot. Yeah. And then eventually, in all of that, Adebayo plants a diary in Peacemaker's home.
Yep.
And the cops are going there to go after Peacemaker because they found this diary and situation, and now Peacemaker's public enemy number 1. And that's when everything starts to turn, because as soon as the cops come to his facility, Vigilante drops the jar with the bug in it. The bug, the
butterfly.
The butterfly escapes. I call it a bug. It's getting late. The butterfly escapes. And I felt so bad because I didn't think this was going to happen, but the butterfly killed the cop in order to get into her body and started telling everybody else to go after Peacemaker. So did y'all expect any of that to happen with the butterfly? Because I thought that butterfly was good, but once the butterfly actually went into the cop's body and actually killed the cop in order to take over, I was like, oh shit, something really is going down here. And of course, y'all realize right after that, the butterfly starts to go after Peacemaker and then intersects all the other butterflies that come and take over the cop's facility. So I said a lot, but what are you guys' take on that? Phenom, I'm gonna go with you first.
Hold up before Phenom. I'm gonna shout out Corey facility. He's like came to your boy. He said facility. I thought he was gonna say Peacemaker's domicile or some shit. But shout out to the facilities. Let's go, Phenom.
Yeah, the cop station.
So one thing, Adebayo, so the end of episode 5, one thing we kind of glossed over, but I think it was real prevalent.
Yeah.
Her and Peacemaker were bonding. They were at his crib drinking, and she felt bad about putting that planting that
diary. She did.
So they planted a diary. His racist father said, "Yo, those ain't my fingerprints." The cop was like, "That's not his fingerprints," and she went against the system.
And
got him out. So and then they put everything together to go get Peacemaker, and that's when the hijinks started. When Peacemaker was chilling, and then Murn was trying to call him like, "Yo, get out of there."
Yeah,
they was already surrounded.
They were already.
It was funny. They climbed through the skylight, through the trees. That shit was hilarious. And Vigilante was like, "Yo, I'm trying to save the butterfly." Drops it, boom, and it goes to the cop. One thing, and so I will say this, Corey. Keep saying that the butterfly was bad. It's not bad yet. We don't know. We think it's bad now.
Yeah.
But no, they like Ollie said at the beginning. Everybody who's evil, they may not always be evil. They just may have a cause that they're passionate about. You know what I'm saying?
I pretty much thought it was bad. They just murder my folks. Good cause.
Once that butterfly went inside that cop, and I was like, "Yo, why you do that?" That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, "Why did you do that?"
Yeah. Shout out to my man that was on Murn's side, the chief or whoever it was. Like
old chief dude.
Is that dude crazy?
Y'all go watch.
He creepy as hell.
Go watch Hell on Wheels. He played a preacher in Hell on Wheels. Hell on Wheels is a story. Common was in it back in the 1800s to go into the West.
Railroad tracks.
And he was a crazy motherfucking preacher on that shit too. But if you ever get a chance, watch that. But yeah, That motherfucker just came in there with Peacemaker and it was like, he was like, bah, 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 and like, he just laid all the motherfuckers down. I was like, yo, y'all go. I'm covered.
Yeah.
Like, he was violent.
Yeah, he's kind of creepy looking. Like he got this long face, the sounds he was making and all that stuff, yo.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing, that's one thing about Vigilante, yo. Like he's trying to save the day. He's trying to be a good friend and ends up trying to save the butterfly. The butterfly escapes and then kills Song.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then that's when the shit goes left. You know what I mean?
It goes major left. Like I said, I didn't think that she was going to do that. I was like, oh my God, she's actually really killed the cop. And then of course, like you're saying, I don't know who that tall chief dude that was on Mern's side killed him, yo. I was like, God damn, man, this is really getting bad now. Yeah, it was getting bad.
She took on everybody.
Yeah, she took on everybody. And then really from that point, it really progresses on what the butterfly's whole objective is in this. And you start to realize, okay, what Mern was actually saying about these particular butterflies was kind of right. But then you start to realize, like, it really depends on which side of the coin you're on. But she calls all these butterflies from out the universe. They come down in little old. Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, they come down in they little old, I don't know, flying saucers is about as big as a soap dish. And all of them come out and invade the police station. They kill everybody in the police station. Everybody in the police station, which was
from cops to prisoners. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was dope. I'm not even gonna lie, that was dope. So that's pretty much in the end of episode 6 the end of episode 5 or the episode 6, I can't remember. Episode 6, yeah. So then at that particular situation, going into episode 7, now Peacemaker's dad is out. So now he's after Peacemaker now. The White Dragon is on a mission to go after his son. Yeah, yo, the White Dragon's on a mission to go after his son. And they pretty much get into a fight. I did not expect what I thought happened, that he actually was trying to kill Peacemaker. He's actually really trying to kill his son.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he set him up. He thinks he set him in jail. He already didn't like him, man. And he thought he was weak. He said he was weak. Got to get rid of him.
And during this particular episode, I think this is when we start to get the flashback on scenes of his son dying and why his son actually died. So you start to realize that Peacemaker killed his son, but he didn't kill his son just to kill him. His dad actually set up a ring of dirt for them to fight each other. And it was crazy.
But he had like a seizure or some shit. I don't know what.
Yeah.
That was Peacemaker's brother. So, they was really close.
They were really close, yeah.
So, and they fought in that pit and he hit him wrong and he died, yo.
Yeah, and it's sad because then his father blamed him for killing his son, but he really didn't. His father set them two up to fight each other and he hit him and his son just so happened to die. So you start to realize the mental anguish or instability that Peacemaker has because of the stuff his father made him do. So it all comes to head in this particular situation when they all fight each other, which I thought was pretty cool. Phenom, what were your thoughts on all that?
Look, man, the White Dragon, you know what I mean? Racism, I hate racism. Everybody's against it. But he plays the hell out of this part, yo. Like, he plays like a white supremacist. Well, now he got a superpower garb on. Like, that shit was crazy, yo.
He like T2, right?
Yeah, he was T2.
Yeah.
Yep, that was dude back in the Terminator, yo.
Yeah, it's just
like doing it right. I already knew he was T2. I said, he like T2, right? You're like, yeah, I just wanted to run.
But that's the thing, yo. He called his peoples. His peoples came. They tracked him down. Him and Vigilante, yo. Vigilante again, being loyal.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah. He hurt Augie. He blew himself up to hurt Peacemaker's dad.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
I thought it was by accident.
No, I think Vigilante.
I don't know if it was by accident though. Yeah, he's definitely a true friend to the end.
Yeah.
He did too much damage to the suit, but it enabled Peacemaker to get the leg up on his dad, yo. So
yeah. It was a good scene, man.
It was
Did
inevitable.
You think Peacemaker was going to kill his dad, Phenom and Ollie? Which one y'all thought? You thought he was going to kill his dad?
I did. I didn't think he was going to actually kill him, though. I mean, I figured his dad was going to end up dying, but I didn't think Peacemaker was going to be the one to do it. I figured maybe he was like, he can do it, and somebody else is like, bah! Like, I'd buy you. Honestly, that would have been. They should do that shit. It's Black History Month, yo. This shit just let her step over and put like you know what I'm saying? Like fuck that shit. Yo. Let's do that.
Right,
People,
right.
yo. Do it for the culture. But
Yeah.
Peacemaker took him out, so it is what it is. So either way, he needed to die.
What you think, Corey? Did you think he was going to kill him?
I did not think so. I knew he was pissed at his dad, and I felt he was going to really hurt his dad, like almost like out of commission. But I didn't think he was going to kill him. But I'm not going to lie, I've kind of felt a sense of satisfaction when he actually killed his dad, man. Because once I knew the background story on why Peacemaker is the way he is because of his dad. You know, like, could you imagine you being 8 years old and you having to fight your 5-year-old brother, and he telling you guys you got to fight in a ring to the death, and then you hit your brother, and you kill him, not purposefully. So this dude is a bad guy. So I was
shout out to Corey for having compassion. No, I say fucking kill him because he hate black people. Kill his ass.
So, you know, I was satisfied that he died.
I'm good on that, yo. That's all I need. It's like, yo, he the white dragon. Like, kill his ass, yo.
Kill his ass.
I'm good.
But yo, somebody else died in this episode too that I did not quite expect. Oh, go ahead, Alan.
All thing I was gonna say is, even though he was a racist and kill his ass, he has some good jokes.
Yeah, he has some funny jokes in there.
And I don't know, I'm a bad person because I laughed at all the racist jokes. I was like, I was like, James Gunn, you racist ass motherfucker. You been waiting to say this shit. You was like, you been waiting, you been at dinner looking at that motherfucker like, I want to say something, I can't.
No, I mean, if you write in a racist character, you gotta go full racist, yo. You gotta half-ass, yo.
Yeah,
he did.
Some of the jokes is funny. I can't front. But go ahead.
Yeah, he was really throwing them out there. I mean, all in. It wasn't even the surface racist jokes either. I mean, they was good ones. Like when the cop would come up, he said, "What do you want, chopsticks?" Or stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. He's just like,
I was like, oh Lord.
He's like, yeah, I hate your people, but I love your food. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, yo.
Terrible.
And that's how real racists think, yo. Like, they don't want everything else, but your food is banging though.
Yep.
Like, I hate your ass, but I love Michael Jordan. LeBron is the man. Fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah. Tiger Woods is the best. Fuck y'all niggas.
Yeah, I know.
They like Tiger Woods till he won that Masters. I don't like that. But anyway, then another person died on this episode that I did not expect, which my man Mern got murked. Yo, all them butterflies knew where Mern was. They came after him, raided his apartment, and killed him. But you know, it was very interesting because I don't know how I felt some kind of compassion for a CGI bug, but I actually did feel sorry for. I saw Mern like put his hand out, and Harcourt was like, "Oh," I felt some compassion for that, man. I was like, Mern is gone, but yeah, Mern died, and I don't know, judo master. Is still eating hot fries, Cheetos, and
he keeps some flaming hot Cheetos.
Where he get shit from? I don't
know. He got a whole supplies.
That's one of the funniest characters.
That's his superpower. I just got a supply of this shit. I'm like,
flaming hot Cheetos.
Can you fly? Nope. Can you breathe underwater? Nope. Like, what's your? You need a bag? I got a bag
of Cheetos.
But that's the thing with Judo Master, when he escaped and he was standing at the corner store eating it.
That's a great scene.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, what random people starts messing with other people? Like, yes, he's eating his Cheetos in costume.
Right.
What makes you think he's not crazy? I mean, he whipped their asses at it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
If somebody said at a corner, we've been to a ton of corner stores. Queen Street corner store in Hampton, Ollie. If somebody's in a costume eating hot fries, you're not saying nothing.
I ain't saying shit to them.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. You walking the long way around.
You right. Then I'm like, look at this crazy motherfucker. As soon as you get in the car, you're like, yo, look at this crazy motherfucker. Like, I ain't saying shit to him. You already know he's crazy. You're right. I'm with you.
Exactly, yo.
There's a little dude just sitting there in a costume eating Cheetos. Like, fuck that. Just leave it alone, player.
Judo Master, yo.
He's one of the best characters that had the least lines, but when he was on camera, funny as hell, yo. And Don't lie. The flaming hot Cheetos was constant through the whole series. So, but that sets up this whole situation because now all the butterflies. Well, Judo Master is in on what the butterflies are doing, but the Judo Master, I'm sorry, not Judo Master, but the butterflies is now trying to get to the cow. That's their whole thing. We got to get to the cow to save the cow. And that's the whole big thing in the season finale of episode 8 is to get to the cow, to transport the cow somewhere else because they're afraid that once they kill this, they ain't going to have no more food source because the cow gives them all that juicy milk and honey that they eat and stuff. So this one's coming to the season finale. Let's go on, fellas. What are y'all overall thoughts of this season finale of Peacemaker? I go with you first and Phenom. Just overall thoughts. Did you get thumbs
overall
up?
Thoughts, definitely a thumbs up. I enjoyed it. Like everything, from the fighting scenes to the little what's the word? The sentimental scenes, for lack of a better word. When they all get together, think somebody's dying, maybe not, to the end save the day scene. So to me, all of it all tied in, and it was all kind of, how can I say, like it wasn't like the greatest quote unquote writing, like I was crying at the end, like but it all made sense for the whole series. Like it all was on the same level, like you know what I mean, like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I loved it.
What about you, Phenom?
It was funny. It started off funny because, at the end of episode 7, Adebayo and Peacemaker, they want the outs because he knew he set her up.
Yeah.
She set him up. So they're on the bus and she's trying to apologize. that fart jokes, I mean, we love potty jokes. But it was like a good 3 minutes of fart jokes.
Honestly, every
like
time
when you let it suck.
Yeah, I'll say every time I thought it was dead, I was like, yo, this is too much. I was like, no, this is dumb now. They did it again. like every time I did it, I can't lie, I did a little laugh. I didn't want to laugh. Like it was like to the point where I didn't want to laugh. I was like, yo, this shit's ridiculous. But guess what? Every time it happened, I was like
that's the greatness of James Gunn.
Yes.
Because like he kept it going longer than it had to be. But it was necessary because it shows how Peacemaker thinks. He's not a rational person. You know what I mean? So he's going to keep prolonging it and then be like, okay, I still hate you. And then they finally get back together. And that's the thing, like Ollie hit on it, showing the camaraderie, showing like this is like an episode of like any war movie where people like had that last powwow. This might be the last mission that we make. Suicide Squad, something like that. This is a suicide mission.
Yeah.
And they got busy with it. But then when they get there, the funny thing is when Economos, they're like, yo, they know our faces, they don't know you. You gotta go. He was scared shitless to go.
He was.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
When he came out there, like he had to break it down. So what do you call it?
Dabir, yeah. But before we get to all that, he goes in this whole situation where he's going inside, and I didn't think he was going to make it at first because the guy stopped him and like asked him a question, and of course, he had to turn around and kind of say some stuff really quick to make his way get in. And I was like, oh damn, he
hold up, Corey. To piggyback on, let's backtrack a little bit more. Why was he going there? That's the thing. In the woods, when they try to figure out what all the helmets.
Eagly can do it. Eagly.
So Eagly was like, Peacemaker like, yeah, I could communicate with him and stuff. Yeah. So Eagly was looking at him like, I got you.
Yeah.
Picked up the joint, flew, hit a beeline and dropped that bitch.
And dropped that shit. That's the wonder that I love so much about James Gunn, because he almost had me thinking that this eagle could do this shit, yo.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, James Gunn will remind you it's a fucking animal. It's going to do what animals do. Like, so that was hilarious to me because I was like, this shit, he going to do that shit. He going to do it. And he did it and made a beeline and dropped that shit some random spot. And I was like, God damn, there you go.
So that's when, Peacemaker goes out there, sees visions of his father.
Yeah.
And then, a hardcore follows him out there. And then, he shoots his dad. But in actuality, his dad led him to the helmet.
Yeah.
So they was able to get the helmet. That's when Diebeard, goes through the people. Now continue.
Yeah. Then Damir goes to the people. He makes his way into the barn that the cow is at, which luckily he does. He gets by them because they question him. And as he starts to go down the steps, he finally sees the cow and like fucking freaks out. It was like, I'm out of here. I'm not doing this. That shit was huge, man. With the freaking big ass eyeballs, he freaked out. Then of course he starts to run back, and that's when he gets caught. But they pause him real quick right at that moment. And that's where Ali was talking about, where they start questioning him about the body he took over, not knowing that he is really Economos. So then he starts talking about his beard was dyed, and why he dyed his beard.
Why would he dye his beard? It's like, yo, why? Why
would you dye his beard?
That's an interesting question to ask. Like, you walk by him and just hold up. Your beard is so fucked up.
Yeah.
I need you to get into the mind of this person and tell me why he dyed his beard like that.
And for real, for his life or death, he had to tell the truth, because
he
probably couldn't tell. If he would just made up some bullshit,
they would have killed him on the spot.
It was like, he had to tell the truth. It's like, did it because nobody looked at him.
I thought dyeing my beard would make me look younger and cooler, and nobody looked at me, and this one person kept making fun of me, and I didn't realize it looked that bad, but it's really interesting, because that's when you start to realize that Peacemaker really starts to feel like, I was an asshole to this guy, because now he realizes that all the jokes he did in the very beginning were very hurtful, but he doesn't realize they're hurtful until him and Economos actually start having more of a camaraderie by episode 5, 6, and 7. So start to realize the dynamic of this team, that they're all in it together trying to do this, because that's when they realize, like, oh shit, this shit is going to get fucked up, because then they realize he's not who he is, and all them fucking butterflies start at the Economos. I was like, oh, he's done. He's done, he's done. And I thought he was done. Did y'all thought Economos was done at that time, when they all started coming after him, getting on him and stuff? Yeah. And of course, at that time, that's when Peacemaker and Hardcore and Vigilante go on a rampage, and it is wonderful to see this in all this glory.
That shit was crazy. So good.
But that's the thing. Like, I didn't think Economos was going to die. I knew they was going to come save him. I think he's one of those characters you can't kill off, because like he's a big old teddy bear, and he just poured his soul out. You can't pour your soul out and get murked after that. You know what I'm saying?
What about Hardcore? Did you think Hardcore was going to die? When Hardcore, you have Peacemaker, Hardcore, and Vigilante, when Hardcore got shot, did you think that she was going to die?
Maybe I'm crazy, because I figured I didn't think both would die, as far as Vigilante and Hardcore. When Vigilante got shot in the back and Hardcore got, but I figured one of them was going to die. Like, I mean, it's just whatever. They ain't not like main characters. Ain't nobody having a show about them. I figured like one of them got to die.
Yeah, so I thought they were going to die, especially when she started coughing up the blood.
Yeah, I was surprised they let her live. That's what. Shout out to James Gunn. He said, "Wifey, I'll never write you off this show."
Yeah, that is his wife, his fiance girlfriend.
Yes, because that was Hardcore dies this scene. It was like. Hardcore lives this scene.
Yeah. Because he wrote it.
Sorry, no, don't be too good. Go ahead.
He wrote it so good that you really thought that she was dead. I mean, she was coughing up blood, and then at that point, that's when Adebayo and Economos realized what the hell is going on, and they're like, "Yo, we gotta save him." And that's what Economos like.
When John Wick got that.
Go ahead, tell me about that. Did y'all expect that, for her to be like, I got this, and then she go all John Wick on him, and Economos, of course, broke his leg as soon as he steps 1 foot on the battlefield.
That was hilarious, though. Because, he started crawling,
So I'm doing my
John Wick. That's how she was doing, like John Wick.
Out there in this American book.
But that's the thing. Hardcore put that battery in her back, told her, you can do it. You know what I'm saying? At first, she was like, you ain't built for this. But then you said you built for this.
Right.
And so she went out there and showed it. But it would be Economos break his leg. And then he's crawling on the battlefield.
Yes.
Shit was hilarious. So
how did he get all the way to that?
That nigga said today every time.
That dude done crawled his way all the way onto the battlefield in the middle of gunfire. Ain't nobody shoot his ass, but he had enough strength to hand her that damn helmet and shit.
Yeah, because you gotta think. like Ollie said, Economos, he beat Judo Master, hit him with the car.
That's true. That's true.
Killed the gorilla with the chainsaw.
Yeah.
He did. That's right. Yeah.
Saved the day at the battlefield.
He always saved the day.
Right place, right time.
Yeah, but it was really good because then after that, then it's Economos and Peacemaker that of course go down to where the cow is, and this is when pretty much the end of the battle takes place. Where
Adebayo.
I'm sorry, I said
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Adebayo. I keep saying Adebayo. I'm thinking of Adebisi from Oz, but it's Adebayo. So then she's got on the helmet, the rocket launcher helmet,
torpedo, human torpedo.
Helmet. The torpedo helmet, yeah, that's just straight out.
Yeah, it's funny, yo. She said torpedo on, and literally they shoot you as like a torpedo at the target, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, first one she missed completely.
She missed bad, hit the wall and everything.
She asked a concussion.
He said it can break every bone in your body. So
yeah, but like basically, when Peacemaker said that shit was dumb, you should know it's dumb.
Yeah. Even the levitation helmet, and it just started floating away for no reason. So then Peacemaker is down there right now with Goff, that is taking over the cop lady, trying to explain this whole situation. And of course, you have the cow sitting there milking itself, and they're trying to protect the cow because they put the helmet in the barn that kept laying off the sonic detonations. Of course, the cow was about to be buried in that situation. So what were you guys' whole situation about this? Was Peacemaker, did you think that the cow was going to be destroyed? Were you surprised that Peacemaker actually made that decision to stop the cow? And Adebayo, of course, did her thing of torpedoing herself into the cow. What was you guys' overall thoughts of this kind of ending of this scene? And did you enjoy all the way this played out? Fina, I'll start with you, man.
So I thought the sonic boom plan was genius. Once they finally got the helmet in there and activated a couple times, boom, killed a lot of the butterflies.
They did.
Boom, collapsed the thing onto the cow. Boom, collapsed it down again. But didn't kill it. So right. When after song, golf, whatever, explain to Peacemaker what it was. Like, no, Mern was a bad person. That butterfly was not a good butterfly. We're the good butterflies. We're trying to save y'all. And in order to save y'all, we do have to take over people's bodies, but we also have to save our own race too, because we need somewhere to live. So it's like hand in hand.
Yeah.
But Peacemaker, I thought he was gonna let him live, but he's like, human torpedo, shot it, killed it. The shit was gross.
It was, yo.
Came out.
Yeah, I do got a contradiction, Corey. You was like Adebayo did it. No, Adebayo had no say in it. Peacemaker said torpedo helmet. And she was like, oh shit.
That's right. I forgot. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
So she was waking up from doing the torpedo for the first time. She was all woozy like this. He used it again, yo. I definitely wasn't mad at Peacemaker making the decision to kill the cow. I want to see with season 2 how that plays out, because I'm like, was that a good decision or a bad decision?
Yeah, I have my thoughts on that. Ali, what are your thoughts on this whole ending? Before I give my thoughts on that, his whole killing.
The ending was good. I can just keep saying Sonic Boom, because I fuck with Guile from Street Fighter. Sonic Boom.
Yeah, the guy that used to. With the crew cut.
Yeah, he was like from Australia or some shit. He
was an army guy.
Yeah, he was an army guy. He was from the helicopters. He was like, Sonic Boom.
You moving just like him when that joint. You had it down.
But no, I knew peace. I mean, they wouldn't let the butterflies win. You gotta let people make their own decisions. Type of deal. I mean, she had a strong argument, which is probably.
That's what I was gonna go at.
I mean, honestly, she's probably like 95% right. I mean, just look around, humans, we killing ourselves. Like it is what it is, yo. We fuck ups, and every movie they do, like they'll be like, "Who's the virus?" When they be like, robots figured out. Once the robots run the analytics, they're
like humans.
Humans, who fucked up the earth? The robots run like
every time.
It's always human. I mean, because that's what it is, y'all. So. Yeah. But I didn't think he was gonna let him roll though. I'm surprised y'all think he thought I'm surprised y'all think that he would roll with them. Wouldn't be a show.
Well,
you gotta kill the cow.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to roll with him, but I did like this particular scene because two reasons. One, it had the really good argument on depending on which side of the coin you're on, you can see the argument on both sides.
Yep.
Is Byrne bad or is Goff bad? It really just depends because Byrne was on the side of these people have to make their own decisions. Let them figure it out. If they figure it out, great. If they don't, they don't. While Goff was on the side of if we already have lived in this scenario and you know it plays out, this is what you have to do to prevent the end game. So it's somebody that wants to make the hard decision compared to somebody that doesn't. Which one is right or wrong? It really isn't. And I look at it like this.
Well, no. I don't like that the way you say that. Just because I'm on the Byrne side of things. Say somebody makes a hard decision and somebody doesn't. A hard decision is knowing that people more than likely just don't fuck up. But I believe in free will all the way around. So I just be like,
me too.
We don't fuck up. Just let the people fuck up.
What I'm saying,
we don't kill ourselves. We don't kill ourselves.
Well, when I'm saying a hard decision, what I mean is, let's take this scenario. We all know what Hitler did with the Holocaust. It was terrible with all them concentration camps. What if you went back in time 30 years before Hitler and he's an 8-year-old kid, but from the future, this 8-year-old kid grows up to be Hitler that does the Holocaust. Would you be able to make the hard decision? That's what I'm just saying.
That's not apples to apples, though.
But I'm not saying it's apple to apples. They both have lived.
But no. Let me say why it's.
Well, I'm trying to make my point.
Oh well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll let you finish. The reason it's not apples to apples.
The point I'm trying to make is that if you already know how it's going to play out, would you be able to make the decision to kill that 8-year-old kid? That's what the butterflies are saying. They're trying to make that kind of decision before it gets to that.
The flaw in that argument with the Hitler is you don't know how it's going to play out. Hitler, you know how it's going to play out. Put the bullet in his brain. I don't know. Just because it happened on my planet and all the signs look like it's happening, I still don't know how it's going to play out. That's the difference. You don't know. So the fact that you don't know, nah. Fuck it, yo.
No, listen. I agree with everything that you're saying. What I'm saying, it just depends on how you view. It's their viewpoint. My viewpoint is on the side of free will. Like, look, you can never predict the future, regardless of what the analytics may show.
Yeah. I think it all started because because you make the hard decision. That's not to me making the hard decision.
I think that's a hard decision for me.
No,
I could not kill an 8-year-old kid.
It's a worse.
I could not make that decision.
Oh, nah. If I know he's going to be Hitler, that's the difference. If I know he's going to be Hitler, I wouldn't have no problem. I'll motherfucker put a brick through his skull.
And see, that's the whole.
But I need to know he's going to be Hitler. If you're just telling me he might be Hitler, then I'll be like, all right, I don't know about all this. Like, come on, man.
Right.
But if I know he's a Hitler, fuck that shit. I'll put a brick through his skull real quick.
Hold on. Was it Deadpool that traveled back?
He did. In the credit scene, he kept bouncing back and forth and shit and all.
Yeah, so he was in Hitler's room. He was like, shh. When Hitler was in the crib, yeah. But
I'm a bad person though. Y'all been asking this question. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
So that was my whole thought about it. It's really hard to say who's bad and who's good in that scenario because they both have very strong points on why they want to make their decision on the earth. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm on the fence about it because these butterflies are playing Captain Save them though. Because we fucking up. They feel like, hey, we don't want y'all to fuck up like we did. So let's help y'all see the light. But in order to do that, we need to bury into your body.
And kill all of y'all.
Because we need somewhere to live too. And we need this big ass space cow to feed us. So it's not like they living in harmony with butterflies.
It was selfish reason.
It's very selfish.
It wasn't, they weren't doing it for the good of the earth. Like she fed it like we're doing it for the good. Like we don't say the earth. No, it was a lot of it was like we want to live.
Yes, self-preservation.
Yeah,
and that's a very interesting way to lead this in because he killed the body, but he didn't kill Goff because you see Goff show up at the end at his house. And Peacemaker still has some of that goo or honey or whatever the hell they're eating, and he's still feeding it to her. So, do you think that Goff is still going to be alive in season 2? Do you guys want to see a season 2 of Peacemaker? Phenom, what are your thoughts?
I really want to see how they're going to use Goff going forward. Is she going to be part of the team now? You know what I'm saying? Or but there's other butterflies.
There's other butterflies.
Across the universe, you know what I mean, or across the planet.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of funny that see the Peacemaker sit on his stoop eagerly right there, and then Goff with him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely interested in what it's going to look like in season 2.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to see Goff in season 2, Ali? And do you think there's going to be a season 2 of Peacemaker?
I wanted season 2. I hope not. I'm done with this butterfly shit. This butterfly shit is cool, but it's not really. I mean, I'm not really interested in this shit. I like Peacemaker for the quote unquote heroes. Like I like Peacemaker. I like Adebayo. I like Diebeard. I like Vigilante. I like Hardcore. I like them.
Yeah.
If I was to be honest about like the villain they faced this year, like the butterflies, I mean, it was cool. It was interesting. The way I wouldn't have been my first choice, and I don't need to see a second season of it.
I don't need to see a second. I thought the first season of it was good.
Yeah, I don't need to see more butterflies.
I agree.
Like I'm done with the butterflies. Let them fight somebody else.
Right.
I like them as a group. I definitely want to see a second season. So like, I don't want anybody to take that the wrong way. I love this season. I think the butterflies were kind of a weak hero, a weak villain. I mean, a weak villain. They're one and done. The reason I love this season was about the team. Team was everybody. I like everybody on the team, so that's why I want to see it again.
So let's get to the elephant in the room, the Justice League at the end of the season finale. Did you guys when they were coming out of the bar?
Yo, that shit was.
Fish. Look, he was like, you fucking fish. It is what it is.
Say you're late. You use fucking fish. And that's the thing. He's like, I hate this fucking rumor. And that's the thing. Aquaman was cussing in this joint, yo.
He did cussing this.
But this goes back to James Gunn.
Denise did divorce his ass.
Well, he got a little bit of money for this, or I guess was setting up Aquaman the second.
This is setting up this sets up a lot.
But that's the thing. James Gunn got away with so much in this series, shitting on the Justice League. Batman, Aquaman, Superman, everybody got it. They got them jokes. And like I said in the other episode, DC was kind of mad, like you can't be talking about our bread and butter.
No, they did say that. No, they had they had some shit online like about that, like him talking bad. They was mad and upset about it.
But James Gunn was like, dude, just shut up. This gonna work.
But it worked.
Just let it work.
It worked because James Gunn did more in connecting the DC universe in 2 minutes at the very end of this episode than Warner Brothers has done with DC in 6 films that didn't do shit. I mean, well, they, as far as connecting things, like we had Man of Steel, then we had Batman versus Superman, Wonder Woman, 1984, Suicide Squad, and the Snyder Justice League. That was 6 movies that they did, and none of them, they're all like this.
And Aquaman.
I'm sorry, and Aquaman 7. James Gunn did more and connected the DC universe in 2 minutes at the end of Peacemaker that I was more excited about where to see it was going to go than they were able to do in 7 movies. So I'm really excited because to see Jason Momoa and Barry Allen, well, not Barry Allen, the Flash on, that was good, and talk about the fucking the fishes and
And he just walked by him casually, yo.
He was like, "You're fucking late." Already did this shit. I thought I was going to see Gal Gadot though and Henry Cavill, but we didn't see them. But still,
they had a budget for that shit.
Yeah, well, probably Gal was on because she's been doing a lot of movies lately, so they probably couldn't get her. But still,
the thing
was
about it
dope.
is, I read that James Gunn used part of the Marvel people to film
I did hear that.
part of the ending of
I did hear
Peacemaker.
that.
But that's the thing. James Gunn got good mojo with both
both properties.
universes.
Who gives a fuck about Guardians of the Galaxy? Unless he did it. Like honestly, that's like his biggest magic trick ever.
But who gives a fuck? Yo, Galaxy, that was dope.
Exactly. I'm saying who gives a
because of him.
Did you give a fuck about a talking raccoon?
Oh, not before then. No.
Before the
but
movie,
he made
I literally, I'm not a comic book person, so I'm sure the comic book people might know. Before Guardians of the Galaxy, I literally never heard of none of them people.
I'm a comic book person, and I had never heard of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
And that's what I'm saying. He's the person that made you give a fuck about a talking raccoon, a group,
and a talking tree,
a tree. But I can't even say talk. All it says is group and a motherfucking ex wrestler and
Batista
and a purple bitch. So. Shout out to James Gunn, yo, you the man. Like, honestly, like, what can you say? Like,
he the man, yo. It was really good. I was very excited to see that. I was hyped. I was thrilled. I hope to see cameos of other DC superheroes in the next in season 2. You know, like maybe Harley Quinn, bring her in because it's always good to see Harley Quinn. Just other people, you know. So we'll see. But overall, my thoughts of Peacemaker, I thought it was great. Thumbs up. I'm ready for season 2. Ali, quick note on Peacemaker, and then Phenom, we go to you. Throwing quick note on Peacemaker. What's your thoughts? Quick.
I mean, it's all good. I want to see season 2. Thumbs up. 2.
Yeah. What about you, Phenom? You ready?
Yeah, I mean, like I said at the beginning, like between Harley Quinn and Peacemaker, I mean, they save, you know, the DC. I mean, those are the best ones so far.
Yeah.
Like the Harley Quinn movie. I liked it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The Harley Quinn animated series, off the chain.
Amazing.
And Peacemaker, I mean, you know, they got to keep this up. They can't wait too long to introduce more characters. Yeah, they got to kind of hit that Marvel speed. You got to drop something every couple months to keep everybody engaged in the universe. So
they have the guy to do it. I mean, James Gunn wrote and directed.
I don't know.
So
I'm sorry. I don't know. Is he gonna be involved with DC like a lot going further? I don't know.
Yes, from my understanding, he is now going to be involved in the DC property of this Suicide Squad type stuff. Mm-hmm. And the word is possibly that he may be more involved in the creative development because this series has done so well. So he may be like the Kevin Feige of DC, like trying to get them to
insider. You're supposed to be dropping this knowledge. Yo, drop this knowledge on this, man.
Is that supposedly in the future he's going to maybe become more of a creative director in the DC universe, like Kevin Feige is with Marvel. He's going to still direct films for DC, but he'll have more of a creative path on where they need to go because he's done more in a movie and a TV show than they have done in 7 movies. Yeah. So he has the vision.
Cameo. They should have put Batman in it, yo. No, this shit about to drop. That should have been super
the Batman. Yeah. I mean, they might think HBO is too small for the Batman. I like how they call it the Batman too.
The Batman.
I like saying that shit
because it makes sense. That's how they say not put the Batman in it.
They'd be like, "Yo, what the Batman?" They'll be like, "Batman." They'll be like, "The Batman." The Batman. You can't even fuck this all up. The Batman. I don't know. I like to say the Batman. I'm sorry.
That's how everybody who gets beat up by the Batman, all the small criminals say the Batman.
Yeah, that's right. I like that shit, yo.
That's funny. Well, anyway, man, this was a great episode. Everybody, look, we've been wrapping this up. Peacemaker 1 through 4. Then we did 5 through 8 in the finale. Yo, I love Peacemaker. I don't got anything else to say for it, but yo, when they come out with season 2, you can expect us to do a review on that as well. I'm Kobe Roy. You catch me all over the interwebs at Kobe Roy _ Hollywood. You gotta tell them. I don't know what
Hollywood DA, and they didn't laugh. I thought I had a good joke when I said that's why Denise divorced Aquaman, Jason Momoa,
because he was fucking with the fish.
Fucking fish.
Fuck y'all. I was just saying, I was like, yeah, that was a good joke, man. Fuck y'all. Denise Huxtable, come on, yo. I don't need to say it, man. But anyway, shout out. Go ahead, Phenom.
Yo, Phenom 202. I can't wait till season 2, man. Like leading up now, I can't wait for Batman. I think I'm really going to venture into the movies to go see this, man.
Oh, yeah,
Same
So,
here. Beginning of March, I think March 4th. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with it. I mean, DC, don't disappoint me. Y'all got some stuff going.
You're on a road now. Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, they on that road. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, everybody, don't forget to subscribe to This Is It. And we'll be back with more episodes, more reviews, more reactions. Here we go. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Yep.
You can get with this, or you